Hi, I'm Ron Redner with the SAR Piedmont chapter of the Sons of the American Revolution. I'm also the national chairman for the Liberty Tree Project for the 250th anniversary of the United States, which we'll be celebrating in 2026. We're here today to dedicate a tree to the Mimosa Hall, and we have with us Susan Rumble, who's the president of Mimosa Hall. I'd like to introduce my president of the Piedmont chapter, Stacy McCarver.
Well, welcome to everybody, and thank you for being here with us today. I know we have a number of special guests joining us for this event, and so in addition to Susan here with representing Mimosa Hall, we have Council Member Lee Hills. We appreciate you being here to represent the city. The city has been kind to the Piedmont chapter over the years, and we love serving this community. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. We have one other council member, Peter Van
Welcome. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to introduce myself.
I made it over to say hello. Your voice is amazing, by the way. It's perfect for what we're doing.
Well, thank you. In addition, we have Sue Gilbert, who is the regent for the Martha Stewart Bullock chapter of the DAR here in Roswell. And I'd like to invite you up to introduce your DAR members very quickly. Let's see. Here, let me give you the...
Good to see everybody. Oh, good. I want to be heard here. This is wonderful. It's such a nice day, but we have several of our members here. First Vice Regent Cynthia Waskowski, Chaplain Catherine Jimenez, and Lee Hills is a member of our chapter, and Julie Burrows. And Julie Burrows is chair of our America 250 committee.
I think we have a lot in common to work with. Yes.
And I'm sorry, Linda. I'm sorry, and Linda Reese, who is a member of our chapter. And I told them they better tell me if I forget them. So thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. But thank you for having us here today.
Thank you for being here with us.
Lee, would you like to say a few words?
Sure.
Oh,
May I share?
Certainly.
Yes, thank you so much. This is a great opportunity for us today to, in the springtime, celebrate Earth and trees and a lovely garden here at Mimosa Hall in our historic district. So on behalf of the city, on behalf of the mayor and council here, Mayor Kurt Wilson, and the rest of our council, I'm delighted to be a part of this celebration, and I really appreciate you including us in this. This is a place that we revere as something mighty and something to be revered here, and we're glad to add to the atmosphere here and the landscape. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
By happy coincidence, something none of you here know except one other person is that Sue Gilbert and I were next door neighbors for 20 years, and she is a dear friend, a beloved friend, and we miss living next door to you all the time. So we also have board member Gus Haydorn here. Gus, raise your hand. Thank you. Let me just tell you just a little bit about what you'll see around you. Mimosa Hall was built at the same time that Bullock Hall, one of the historic homes. However, it was purchased by a well-known architect and remodeled quite a bit in the 1920s. So we really identify as kind of that roaring 20s, 1920s era in the gardens we're working on, in the light fixtures, and a few other things. So it's a really special place. It was the fad of the day, way back when, to plant non-native plants. Everybody was interested in non-native plants and exotics and bringing things from the Northeast and all around. So you will see a lot of native plants to Georgia, but you will also see a plethora of non-native plants. There is a tour that you can take. If you go to the friendsofmimosa.org website, there's actually, you can download a tour that will take you all around the house and tell you this is our black walnut, these are our, whatever you're looking at, it'll kind of guide you to that. So we're delighted to have you. We are also a green facility. The Friends of Mimosa raised the funds and partnered with the city to put a solar roof on top. It's not your traditional solar panels, it's an integrated solar roof, and we power our own heat and light and hot water. Think of it like maybe a lasagna. It's layers and layers of stuff that they run water through in tubing, and it heats up, and that powers the house. We have a lot of great activities. The city has used this facility as well for some wonderful activities. Be careful on the driveway. You can come down on this side if you want to. It's a little treacherous, but we're so happy to have you here. What a great turnout, my goodness. Ron, Susan, whoever is responsible for all these people being here, thank you so much.
Well, we wanted today to start out our festivities today by presenting, well, first of all, it's appropriate that we're here today to celebrate the continuous multi-year celebration of the founding of this great country. Of course, the official celebration will be in 2026, the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. But I think it's great that we're here in such a historical place in the city of Roswell to celebrate the beginnings of our history as a nation. This is a facility, I guess, that was built in the mid-19th century, but we got started as a nation in the late part of the 18th century. And we wanted to present for the Mimosa Hall Foundation board today a copy of the U.S. Constitution. While this isn't the founding document, it isn't the Declaration of Independence, it is the document that set us on the path, to set us on our journey for who we are and how we're governed. So it's an important document to our nation, and we wanted to share this copy to be shared with the public who visits this facility and present it to you, Susan.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
I'd like to get a picture with our council members. Would you come up and do a picture here with this beautiful?
Yep. Can we get in the middle? We'll flank.
Come, yeah, there we go. Ron, squeeze in.
Okay.
Very good. Good. Thank you all. And the other part of this presentation, as Ron mentioned, is our Liberty Tree program. And so I'll ask Ron to take over and tell us about what we're doing here.
The Liberty Tree was actually first, it was the rallying point in Boston Commons in Boston before the 1776. So the Tea Party, when we were done throwing the tea in the lake or the ocean, and they came they went to the Commons to the tree. It was the biggest tree around, very similar to this, right behind us, and it was an elm tree, and it became known as the Liberty Tree. When the British came in and occupied Boston, they actually knew about the Liberty Tree and what it represented, so they cut it down. They needed firewood. It was like 16 cords of firewood, which is a lot of firewood. And so today what we're doing, we started this program several years ago where we're replanting Liberty trees, elm trees, all across the United States. Our goal is 250 of them. We're at, I think, around 36 or 37. So we're hoping to do, when I was talking to our mayor about the project, he goes, let's do 250 right here in Roswell. I'm all for that, if that's possible. And he gives us the green light, we'll go on to 1776 trees. And so anyways, I'm very honored that Mimosa and the city has let us plant this tree here. And thank you very much. Oh, each one of our trees, this is how we raise the funds. We have a sponsor of that tree. It takes about $150. This elm tree came in from South Carolina, a special growing place over there. It is a hybrid elm tree, and Paul Prescott is the one that donated the 150. So we have the plaque here. I'm pretty sure we gave you a plaque with your name on it at the same time years back. We're just catching up on that stuff. And So it's a great honor to do that. And thank you very much, Paul. And his family's here too.
Can we name our tree Paul, or would you prefer Prescott? All right, it'll work itself out, but we're gonna name this tree.
Paul, would you like to say anything?
No, just it's a pleasure to be here with you.
All right. Other than that, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
We have a lot to celebrate in the next few years. Hopefully we'll see many of you at various celebrations, some that the SAR may sponsor, some that the DAR may sponsor, but either way we'll be celebrating together. So thank you for being here.
Thank
we
you.
get one big group shot?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
How about around the tree?
Well,
So-
let's check with Rick about lighting.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on around. Okay. Paul, get here front and center.
Liberty Paul.
Liberty Paul.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to call it. Liberty Paul. Where's my Sue Gilbert? Sue Gilbert.
Paul, I'm going to prop this right here if you don't mind. Okay.
You got some stills too, right, Rick? Okay.
Well, I can
Come on
take
up
a
here.
screen grab,
Yeah.
but I can
We're
take
looking
the
over
stills.
there, so we're right in front of my belly. There we go.
Come on.
There you go.
We'll be writing an article about this. It's going to be in the Patch. The Patch is an online newspaper, and it'll also be on YouTube. So we'll distribute it that way to all of y'all.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, that looks pretty good.